Hey gang, Maverick here. Just a little bit of a video from the road. You know, I've discovered lately when you try to share some good things with people, there are those who are always, saying if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. There's an element of truth to that, but it's as if things aren't allowed to be good or sound good. I mean, you think about the gospel. The gospel is good news. It's God's good news. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. It sounds too good to be true. And when you really share the gospel of grace, that, we're totally forgiven, unconditionally loved, and completely accepted by God without any works on our part, that sounds too good to be true, but it's true. So, if I share some sort of financial opportunity or something with people, the first thing people come up with is, oh, that's a scam. Is it really? Or that's a Ponzi scheme. How do they know that? They just categorically dismiss it. When you share the gospel of grace with some people who are religious, they will tell you, oh, that's heresy. People have their terms that they use, the negative terms to label things so they can excuse it and not even have to investigate it or deal with it or look into it. But as Mavericks, we don't do that. We don't dismiss things. We don't always take things at face value. So what if something sounds good to be true? Check into it. Look it up, And obviously don't read everything you hear. Don't believe everything you read, I should say. But here's what's funny about this to me, is that almost everybody who tells me, for example, that a financial opportunity is a scam probably has a mortgage on their house. And the reality is every mortgage is a scam. It really is. You're paying money that you don't owe. Your house is paid for when you sign on the dotted line. And, I know that sounds far out to some people, but like I've said before, you need to look into it. If I was to tell you the truth behind it right now in this short video, you would write off. See, you would say, oh, that's that conspiracy theory. That's another one of those terms we use. If it's not a heresy, if it's spiritual truth, it's heresy. If it's financial truth, it's a scam or Ponzi. And if it's, other things dealing with government or economics, whatever, then it's conspiracy theory. So yeah, we have all these negative terms to just dismiss things that we don't want to accept or deal with. But Mavericks check things out. So I'm going to challenge you. Go to Winston Shrout's website. It's WSSIC.com. That's Winston Shrout Solutions in Commerce. He is the expert, probably in the entire world, on how commerce works. And we're all a part of commerce. Banks are certainly commerce. So if you reacted to my statement that mortgages are a scam, like I said, I'm not going to go into the details of how that's true. And I don't expect you to take my word for it. But don't dismiss it as a conspiracy theory, okay? Go to Winston Shrout's website. See what he has to say about it. Because you know what? The stuff he says isn't conspiracy theory. It's been held up in court, or upheld in court. It's been validated by the court system. Because as I said in another video, the judges know the truth. And as long as we are duped or deceived into playing along with the banker's game, then, we sometimes shoot ourselves in the foot. But when people know the score and they know what's up, the judges have to rule in favor of the law. And it's just plain old commercial law. It's the Uniform Commercial Code, folks. And the Uniform Commercial Code is the law that commerce runs by. And most of us are totally unaware of that because we have been lied to or deceived or led to believe certain things. They're not true. So when people use the words, oh, that's heresy, I would say, well, religion is a lie. People say that, a financial opportunity or something is a scam or a Ponzi scheme. I'd say, well, maybe what you read was a lie. Or people say that, oh, that's just some conspiracy theory. Well, I would say maybe it's the truth. You see, you can label things either way. You can label things negative or you can label things as positive, even though the word lie is a negative term. The truth determines whether something is a lie or not. So it's a truthful statement. In other words, if something you claim or state is a lie, that means it's opposite of the truth. So, yeah, let's not be so quick to label things. Let's check things out as mavericks. We need to be able to discern and to look into things. And, some things aren't for everybody, so you don't have to embrace it all, but gee, let's not be so quick to label things and reject things, when in reality, we're all subject to scams. I could list 6 or 7 more things that almost every American believes is a lie, or that they're being scammed about. And it's funny, but it's sad when I read people just building a huge case on something that's just totally unfounded because it's not true. So anyway, when it comes to commerce, Winston Shrout is the expert. Check him out, learn from him, and you'll be amazed, and you also won't be deceived any longer. So I hope you have a good day. Hope I tweaked your inspiration a little bit to do some research to find out the truth about some things, and don't be robbed by the bankers. Don't be robbed by the lies that you've been told, and understand what's going on, okay? Have a good day.